Well, just in the shed because I'm testing out a new audio mic because my last one I think it just about had it, and a new tripod, so one's a lot more sturdier, so I won't hopefully have any issues with the wind, and this mic's got a built-in noise reduction, etc. So I'm hoping that it's going to be better. So quick catch up, couple of matches. I did Ivy House, 2 matches at Ivy. First one I was on Heron, and I drew peg 4 on Kingfisher, and I had £297 fishing shallow and a couple in the edge. Yeah, simple day, pellets, shallow fishing. Best rig was 8 inches full rig, overshotted, lift drop fish on, lift drop fish on. Still missed a few, still lost a few. Went over in 3 nets. They just got called at 50, so they could have been 55. I don't know. But 334 won it. And he went over in 2 nets. So there you go. He's caught short all day. I think I fished a little bit too long, and I think that makes a difference when you're catching that amount of fish. Nothing special. 16 SLWG banded, 4mm and 6mm pellet on the hook, feeding 4mm. That was it. I won't try and say it was any better, any cleverer than that. It wasn't. I used a 3B8 SD Dibs, 10 to 12 0 bore elastic. Pretty much that was it. Then on Sunday I fished Kingfisher again. Ivy House Kingfisher, drew peg 41. I started across 16 metres, or just a bit shorter than 16 metres. It's about a foot down at the moment. It was weird. Fed micros, a few 4mm, and sat and waited, caught a roach, found hooked a fish. You felt like the fish were coming in and moving out, and I looked around and nobody was catching across. So I sacked it off pretty quick. Whilst I was fishing across next door, and Mr. Dixie, Jamie Dixie, he managed, he had about 10 fish short quick. I wasn't panicking, but I probably should have. They were slightly bigger fish as well. So I'd been feeding 6mm pellets on that short line. Went on it, never had a bite. Smithy won the match off my peg the day before, feeding corn. He'd had 10 tins of corn on his short line, but I've not had a bite. So I kept throwing pellets there, left it, went back over to fishing 14 metres at the bottom of the shelf, tapping in pellets and started catching some stockies. Had a good little run. Was always playing catch up to Jamie next door, but I kept throwing 6mm pellets down the edge. But the edges are horrible the way they plumb up, but I just ended up fishing my shallow rig, which is this rig here, which is like a strung rig. It's an Ian Everett carbon. It's this one's this sort of 0.25, and got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8s actually. That rig was originally for a cross, but I just flicked it down the side, and I've started catching on a 6mm pellet. And I think because of the depth and the way it slopes, it's good to have a strung ridge down the edge. Anyway, that worked a treat, and I ended up with £97, and that got me second. Jamie had 111. To be fair to him, he had a couple of one fish that definitely went £11. My biggest fish was probably about £8. You don't get many big fish like that in there. There's a few skimmers as well in amongst them. Felt I should have caught more. Jamie did have a spare peg to his left, but I don't think that made a massive difference. I was in between two anglers. But the fish were coming in the edge. I don't think it wasn't stopping them coming in the edge because they were slightly more pegged where we were. So yeah, nice day though. £97. So caught a few on corn. Rested on 6mm pellet. Well, just throwing one side I was throwing pellets, the other side I was putting in ground bait. Towards the end, the ground bait line was better. Fishing corn. Feel like maybe I should have gone down a little bit earlier. I hadn't really set up to fish the edges because I hardly anything had been caught in the edges on the canal recently. So I sort of almost sacked it off before we started. So, you know, as not an option. But obviously soon changed my mind. I realised a couple of people were catching down the edge. So I gave it a go. So that was good. Got me out of jail really. I had a good little run last hour. Some better fish, you know, 4 or 5 pound fish. Just needed three more bites. You know, 4 more bites. Could have pushed Jamie then. But well done, Jamie. He was first. I was second with 97. Peg 50 had £80. Peg 37, 66. So it's fishing a bit better actually, fishing quite well. So it was quite an enjoyable day. Before that, I went to Harescombe on the Donut Lake. Never been there. 9 foot deep down the middle. You have to fish across in the shallow water at the moment, I feel. Didn't have it right. Never been there before. Just needed to be fishing 18 or 17 and a half meters really to get where I needed to get, which I didn't have. The lad that won it, he was 3 pegs to my right and he put a platform in, so he gave himself an extra meter. And it was a hot day and he had a nice overhanging tree which he was able to poke his pole under, and fair play to him. He's had £103, I think. That won the match. I only ended up with 27 or £28 for no good. But I'll definitely be going back. It's a nice venue, lovely people that run it, and I'll definitely be going back there. Let's wait for it to cool down a little bit, and I think it might fish a bit differently. Then got a few ideas of how to fish that if I want to go back there. So we'll see. But anyway, so this is more of a camera test than anything else. Hoping it's going to work okay. Not sure when I'm back out again. Working all weekend. Not going to go out this week. I'll have a bit of a rest. Tired, if I'm honest. Been a busy week work-wise. Yeah, so working all weekend. Hopefully, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Probably Tuesday next week I'll get out. So I'm working this weekend, so that's no good. So that'll be my next time out, and then the weekend I'm actually going to a party, so I don't think I'll be fishing. Keep everybody happy. Have a weekend off. Go and have a bit of a party, and before we know it, well, I'm in September, so won't be long before we start talking about winter leagues, which I've already booked in on. So go show you how quickly it goes round. Hopefully we'll have a warmish winter. Who knows? But a lot of rain. I did get asked if I wanted to fish the Thames Champs, fish at Clan, but I did think about it. But I haven't fished the rivers now for a couple of years. Still got some of the river stuff. Went through it this morning actually, had a little look. I'm 50. I'm toying with it, but I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, apart from that, not a lot else to report. Ground bait. I used the new Trax, Primer Trax. Gosh, tip of my tongue. The new Primer Trax ground bait, which is absolutely lovely. I've got to say, it's really good. I use the coarse one, and it's brilliant because it's a bit like the coarse carp, but it's a little bit more oily. And it's just the fish seem to like it. Every time I've used it, I've caught a few fish over it. So definitely give that a go. And if you get a chance where you can use your own pellets, if you can use Primer Trax pellets with that ground bait, I tell you, you're gonna have a good day. They're good. It's good. So that's that really. As I say, if you get a chance, these floats, absolutely brilliant. Carbon stem, 2mm tip, perfect for holding up 6mm pellets. You can fish them across, and you can fish them strung. You know, get away with fishing them shallow, to be honest, with pellets. A lovely little float. So yeah, really good. That's that really. I shall sign off, see how this came out, and hopefully it worked well. So I will speak to you all next time I'm out. Bye. Oh, I was going to film. Excuse me, I wanted to film the match at Kingfisher, which I started doing, but wind got up, blew the camera over twice, hence the new tripod. So that's why I've got myself a bit sort of more solid tripod. So hopefully that'll stop the wind taking it over. And I say I've got new mic, which hopefully will stop the wind as well, wind noise. It's got a noise reduction unit, so hopefully that'll be good. We shall soon see. Right, bye for now.